Once again, welcome back to the program. Guru Nanak Sahib was very much concerned about the character of the society, and that is why he started a new concept whereby he said, live in the present, understand what God is, try to reflect upon those things, and then try to imbibe those qualities, and then only you will be a true representative of the Guru, and that is how you can understand God. This concept has been talked about in Asa Ki War, and in the previous episodes, Sardar Harbans Singh Kandola, who comes here every week and talks to us about Asa Ki War in English, he had taken us into the journey till Pauri number 10. Let's continue with our discussion today from slok of Pauri number 11. Ji Anuji, Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Harpur ji, as we mentioned, that Guru Sahiban has given us a complete package of a human development and living as a balanced life.
Right.
Now, under the next two sloks, Guru Nanak Pacha boldly identified and challenged those who manipulated and exploited the common people in the name of the religion. And Guru Nanak talks about the evils of the society at that time. Andi Rayat Gyan Bihuni Pae Pare Murdar. And we will talk about that. Is that happening today and
also,
how we relate that to the Guru Sahib in this slok, slok mala pehla, Guru Sahib kehndे ne sach kaal kood vartya, kal kalakh betal, bio beej pat le gaye, ab kyon ugve dal, je hoye ta ugve rutti hu rut hoye. In this slok, Harpiji, Guru Sahib is using two metaphors to give up, to get his message across. In the first metaphor, Guru Nanak Pasha is using the metaphor of a farmer's field. And Guru Sahib saying, if the seed is broken in half, it does not grow and into a plant.
Right.
Ab kyon ugve dal. Dal is the broken seed cut in half. And then Guru said it grows into a plant when seed is whole and soil is fertile. Je ik hoye ta ugve. Now, this is the metaphor, this is the message. Now, let's relate that to our daily life. And as we said, we have to understand the message, from Gurbani. Now, Guru Nanak in this metaphor is saying society is like a broken seed.
Right.
Guru says it's the infinite soil, infertile soil. Sach kaal kood vartya. Which says the society has completely lost the spiritual path.
Right.
The human mind is completely dysfunctional, full of sins and evil thoughts. Betal lok putne hoye firde ne. Humans are so attached, Guru Sahib saying, to the material things, the slave of their own mind, they are not ready to embrace truthful living. They has no place in their, truth has no place in their life. Now, Guru said in the second metaphor, Guru is saying, Nanak pahe bahara, kore rang nasoy. Guru is saying using the example of dyeing a pure white cloth. Kana pahe bahara, oh pure white cloth nu Harpreet ji rangan to pehla kapde nu phatkdi di pa deni pendi si.
That's right.
I read in the Mahan Kosh that the phatkdi di pa dende sige rangan to pehla. And treat the cloth with a chemical, only then it can be dyed.
That's right.
Now, like I used the example primer before painting.
That's right.
At the house.
Absolutely.
Now again, try to relate that metaphor to our daily life. The meaning, Guru Sahib saying, unless one recognize the problem that I am living a life without purpose, without meaning, and will not begin to walk on the spiritual path, kore rang na hoy. Until Guru Sahib is saying in the metaphor, until to recognize that you have a problem, you are living this miserable life, and we will not make a U-turn and start walking on the spiritual path.
Right.
Nanak pahe bahara, kore rang na hoy. Fir rang kime chare? Guru Nanak answer given here, pੈ vich kumbh chadaiye, sarm paho tan hoy. The meaning, the first step is to recognize the purpose of life.
Ji.
Guru says that where I come from and why I'm here, what I'm here for, prani, tu ayo laha lain, lagga kit kopakade, sab mukdi challi rain. Oh man, you came to the world to pursue truth and you are wasting your life. Guru said you have to recognize that you got a problem. There is like using a primer, I said, get the wall ready to paint. Sarm paho tan hoy. The second step is to actually starting to walk on the spiritual path.
Right.
Listen, understand, internalize the message. And that's a sarm paho tan hoy.
Ji.
Again, Guru Sahib kehande ne nanak bhakti je rupa hai. When one understand, live the truth, become a devotee of higher consciousness, surat utti ho jandi hai, become virtuous, koode soe na koe. Then Guru Sahib ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ problems ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, they all disappear. When to internalize the truth, then all your problems of life disappear. And in this the slok Harpreet, and Guru Sahib is using two metaphors, as we discussed in the beginning, that to understand the Bani we have to do a lot of research.
Right.
And using into metaphors, languages, and situation, explain the message. Because people could understand those metaphors and phrases and idioms of that time.
Right.
Guru said, Guru Sahib here says the dal is a broken seed. People could understand
That's
a broken seed does not grow.
Yeah.
And kapde nu pa den di gal kiti hegi a. And because people could relate to those idioms, relate to those languages, but the message was Guru's. And from here, Harpreet, we can conclude that if we continue translating the Bani in a literal meaning, then the message completely gets lost. You know, the message is completely get lost. Now, in the next slok, slok Malla Pehla, same using here, Guru Sahib using a metaphor of the administration of the time.
Okay.
And using that metaphor, Guru Sahib kehande lab paap, doye raja mehta, कूड़ हुआ सिकदार ना काम नैब सद पुछिए बह बह करे विचार अंधी रैयत ज्ञान बिहूणी पाए परे मुर्दा.
ठीक.
And love means lust for material comforts and greediness. Paap means evil action, bad deeds. Kood means ignorance. And kaam means immorality. Andhi rayat, ignorant, egoistic society.
Right.
Pae means craving for more and more. Murdar means corruption and bribery. So in this slok, Nanak Padsha is talking about the character of the society.
That's right.
And it's important here is, Harpreet, when Guru Nanak talked like that, Guru Nanak is not angry at those people.
That's right.
Because they were all their own. And he wanted to actually change their lives and in a positive way, wake them up and make them aware of the problem. That's what Guru Nanak is talking in these sloks. Like Guru Nanak loved everybody, but he wanted them to change into a positive. And Guru Nanak says here in this slok, and lust for material things, greediness, evil thoughts, evil actions, ignorance of the truth, immorality. People are so ignorant of the truth, egoistic, are craving for more and more. Corruption and bribery are everywhere. And Guru points out these are all due to Andhi Rayat Gyan Bihuni. Now, when we, in this context, Harpreet, when we talk about our own community today, and Andhi Rayat Gyan Bihuni, I think the situation is worse than what Guru Nanak Padsha.
Absolutely, at that time, the same superstitions, same Karam Kand and rituals we are indulging in today, which were asked by Guru Nanak at that time to stop and desist from doing all that, and that's what we are doing today in the name of religion.
And the other point I note here, at that time, maybe people did not have the benefit of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the Gurbani of Guru Nanak passed the message. But we had this message for now 400 years.
That's right.
And
But that hasn't penetrated into our consciousness, as you very rightly always say, because we have just brushed it from the top. For example, let's take the concept of Khand parts. Now today, whether there is a happy occasion or a sad occasion, we just do a Khand part and that's finished. And we think we have finished our obligation, responsibility. Whereas Guru Nanak Sahib, if we today also, when we sit with people and we criticize our Hindu brothers who are doing, just believing in deity worship and all that, but on the other hand, what are we doing? We need to delve where are we standing, and that is why when we say that that message has to penetrate into our consciousness. Until unless that happens, all this will continue. Andi Rayat Gyan Mihuni wala concept hai. It's still continuing. It was then, but today it is much more prevalent. We'll continue with the discussion. Let's take a small break, and then further on, what Guru Sahib is trying to tell us, we'll learn from you.